Hey Facebook, I realize it's midday, but I just washed my face for the first time in about 3 days, which is really, really sad. Don't recommend that. You should do as I say, not as I do, but it's been kind of a crazy couple of days. Um, so this morning, you remember I did that live a couple nights ago where I redid the makeup? Yeah, that stayed on all day yesterday and all this morning. And so I just washed my face. And I was washing my face and I realized my sunspot right here is 90% gone. 90% gone. I'm not sure why. I just noticed it today, and maybe the fact that I'd had makeup on for a few days. Well, here's what that means. The fact that I hadn't washed my face means that the products that I'm using are not masking anything. The makeup is, but the skincare products are not creating any sort of false result for a day because I haven't used them in 3 days. So today when I took my makeup off, I realized that whatever I am putting on my skin, skincare wise, is making such a change on the inside that it has continued to work on the lightening and brightening of this area right here. I still have this one. It is much lighter than it was. If you go back and watch any of my earlier videos when I was sitting in the kitchen in front of the window, you'll see this one and this one, and you can still, I mean, there's just a teeny tiny little bit, but it's not even as dark as some of my freckles, and it was a big deal. Hi Kim. So I wanted to tell you what I'm using, and because this is really my first before and after. I never take pictures because honestly I'm kind of a skeptic. I'm like, it's not gonna make enough of a difference, but I took a picture of my chicken when it was wounded, and I still need to take a picture of the after, but that chicken is totally healed and laying eggs because of this stuff. Okay, I never washed her wound. I never did anything. She was bitten by a dog. Her back was completely ripped open. I put a vial, here's what this looks like. I put a dropper full of this stuff in her wound, all 3 of them, and I let them go. And then I did that one more time about a week later. Healed chickens. But more importantly, look at my face. I'm not even putting, this is not a tutorial. This is just me telling you this is what you need in your life. Our mask, our cleansers, all of that stuff is incredible. But this is me being really, really excited about skincare making a huge difference. This didn't take the 6 months that I've kind of been telling people. I'm like, well, yeah, you should try these products, but give it 6 months, because in my head I'm thinking, what if it doesn't really work that well? So this is my 3rd month, but this month I have used these products considerably less than the other months because I suck at routine and I kind of always just fall back off the wagon. But you can bet that I'll be back on the wagon now that I'm seeing such amazing results. My skin is totally smooth. I have no texture to my skin. As far as wrinkles, I'm sure that they are lessening, but I don't notice them near as much as I notice the discoloration, which is fine because we have awesome foundation that colors all discoloration. But if I can walk around with a face like this at age almost 43, that's kind of awesome. So anyway, I'm going to tell you about this. Hi Charlotte, hi Amanda, hi Haley, come on, where have you been? I've been messaging you. I want to know what you're doing. Okay, so, and if you're still with Mary Kay, I want to support you because they've got some awesome products and 1 or 2 that I still really love. So, anyway, this is what I'm using. This is Sotox. These are all chemical free, cruelty free, paraben free, phthalate free, dog poop free. There's absolutely no moss in here. I don't really know. They're very pure. Well, why aren't you messaging me? I messaged you. You're ignoring me. Check your messages on Facebook. Because I'm gonna be in Fort Worth soon. Okay, so Sotox it has a mushroom. The Sonji mushroom is the key ingredient here. If you're allergic to mushrooms, might want to test it on your arm first. And this is the Pomifera oil. I think I haven't thrown it away. Hang on. Okay, I found one of these on the side of the road. You've probably seen them before. These are hedge apples, horse apples, Osage orange, whatever you want to call it. They're considered trash fruit. They have no value, except that back in the days of the Great Depression, farmers were noticing that deer and raccoons and other animals would break these open and eat the seeds out of them and then leave the rest of the fruit, which told them that there must be something good in those seeds because they had that natural instinct to eat just the seeds, and they had to work pretty hard to get it. Kind of like a crawfish, you know, got to work really hard to get that little piece of meat. Somebody had to figure that out. So those rumors had kind of always been around that people would use those seeds back in the day when they didn't have access to medicines, and put them on wounds and burns and cuts and scrapes and bruises and things like that, and that it had healing properties. And not too long ago, a farmer in Idaho, Iowa, one of those I states, recalled that, and he was also a chemist, and so he came up with the 100% pure cold pressed oil of those seeds. So literally, it fell out of the tree, pressed the seeds, and that's what's in here. There's nothing else. It doesn't smell weird, but it does smell natural. It doesn't, there's no fragrance or anything to it. So this oil is what healed my chickens, but also what I put on my face at night and in the morning. So I do this one first. This is a serum. It will provide no moisture whatsoever. It's just for tightening, brightening. Literally makes your skin tighter, will lighten over a period of time. Honestly, I thought it would take much longer, but here I am with a spot that is darn near completely gone. So I put this on first. I try to use 1 drop because I want it to last. It's $42 if you buy it on its own, but when you buy the set, and this is $84 when you buy it on its own, but when you buy the set, they're $112 right now. I hope that they will continue that offer, but I don't know for sure. So if you want to get quite a chunk of money off of this one, I would recommend that you go ahead and buy that. So this goes first, and I try to use 1 drop because 1 drop is going to do just as much as 2 drops. Your skin can only take so much of it. So smear it around, use a little bit of finesse to make 1 drop work for your face. I have a really big face, so if I can do this, you can do this. And then I use 2 drops of this. They say 1 drop wonder. I would bathe in it if I could. I'm gonna find a way to get a vat of this, and I'm gonna put it all over. Anyway, I also put this on my kids, every wound they have. And who knows whether that's working because I'm not ever really sure if they're wounded. But I just wanted to share that with y'all. That's all I have to say, that my face is awesome. I'm really old, or getting there. I'm going to turn 43 in January, and I'm going to get really close so you can see. I'll tell you what has been happening is, so over the last couple of months, I've been kind of watching this little guy right here as my benchmark to see what kind of progress I could make with these products. And after washing my face, I would notice that it would be kind of crusty, and it would have what looked like it was kind of ready to exfoliate, but maybe not yet. So I helped it out with this. I know there's going to be some people that say, oh, that's so dangerous. There's nothing dangerous about this thing. So I would just kind of pick off whatever little bits of, I would have to really, make my face weird to make it tight enough to get on there. And I would just kind of scrape away and help that to exfoliate faster. So if that's something you're interested in, these are 3 of them for $5 on Amazon. They're called Flamingo razors. They're also great for giving yourself a little trim, or if your husband refuses to let you pluck his eyebrows or his ear hair or his nose hair or wherever else hair is growing, this will take it right off. And for some reason, it doesn't grow back all thick and weird. Maybe it's just because I've been plucking for so long and already my hairs are too fine, but anyway, I don't know. Hasn't happened for me. And I use it on my face to get rid of the peach fuzz. You can use it on your chin if you're starting to get hairs there. Tweezers work too. Anyway, just excited, and I wanted to share that with you guys. Because while I was a believer and I knew that these products, I'd seen lots of pictures, this is the first time I've seen like a holy cow result for my own face. So anyway, I hope that that will encourage you to buy that combo. Again, it's $112. You can go to LimeLight by Alcone.com/LadyLight, and pick that up. I can't wait to see who is going to jump on board, and I will, oh wait, Carolyn has a question. Semi-related to skincare, how often and how do you clean your makeup brushes? Ah, that's a very good question. Okay, makeup brushes are cleaned with, I don't know if it's in here. Let me see if I have it in my magic place. I call my vanity my magic place because it's become my happy place. So makeup used to be a whip for me, like oh, I just don't even want to mess with it, like yuck. And then I painted a vanity this really pretty blush color, and I paint my niece, actually, Trinity, if you're watching, thank you. She painted these little the little knobs gold for me, and I put some of my favorite pieces. I didn't buy a single thing. I just put some of my favorite pieces in here, put my brushes in a really pretty little glass, and put my little French dog. I'll take a picture of it when it's a little cleaner and show y'all. But now I sit down and I'm surrounded by all the little pretty things that make me happy, at least momentarily. I have music available. I have a speaker music thing. Not really even sure what you call those anymore. Boombox. So anyway, it's my happy place. Back to the brushes. Hi, Gina. Carolyn asked how often and how do I clean my brushes. So LimeLight makes, well, LimeLight doesn't make it. Actually, the London Brush Company makes our brush cleaner. And it's this, it kind of looks like pressed coconut oil or something in a little container. I think it's in my bathroom. I'm not going to get up to get it right now, but you just put a little water in the top of it, and then you roll the brush on it, and it cleans it like brand spanking new. This brush is actually white on the top, and when I clean it, it is completely white. So here's the deal. A lot of people will tell you, clean your brushes, bacteria, you know, blah, blah, blah. Okay. I don't do that. Because I use my brushes on clients, I probably clean them more often than you do. But honestly, I'm not a big believer of the fear mongering that cosmetics companies have always done, that, you know, you're going to, I don't know, you're gonna what's gonna happen if there's bacteria? What they're not telling you, whatever bacteria may be growing on here is also growing on the end of your eyelashes. It's also growing in your nose. It's everywhere. So, you know, maybe I'm uneducated in that area, and maybe somebody can educate me, but I'll tell you, I'm going to be very thorough in my research, because I really just don't believe that you need to clean your brushes all that often. My goal for when to clean brushes is when they start to not feel soft anymore. This guy right here is probably ready for a clean. When I put it on, I can feel just a little tiny bit of prickly. Yes, Vanessa, germs are good for you. We're way too germophobic, and we're not logical about it. Like, if you don't want this brush touching your face, but you don't have any problem with my fingers touching your face, you know, I didn't scrub my fingers before I touched every product that the brushes have also touched. It just doesn't, it's not logical. It's emotional, and we are taken advantage of, I think, by a lot of cosmetics companies, because they want us to throw out our lipstick every month and buy new lipstick. And potentially, I suppose, there could be something growing in there, but it's probably also something that's growing underneath your fingernails that you stuck in your mouth earlier when you were biting off a hangnail. So just, anyway, that's what I use to clean my brushes, is our brush cleaner. It is I'll just say it. It's a little bit pricey at $32, I think. Completely worth it because it makes sweet love to your brushes. Sorry if kids are watching, but it does. It conditions them as well as cleaning them. If you don't have that and you need to clean your brushes, and certainly you need to clean your brushes if you've never cleaned them or if you're going to start using them with our foundation. If your brush is full of powder that you've been putting on, and you're going to start using it in our wax-based foundation, you need to clean it really, really well because that powder is going to meld with the wax and you're not going to get a good finish at all. So I would use Dawn, and then I would use either hair conditioner that you would put on your hair or a little bit of coconut oil just to recondition them. And the coconut oil seeps in, it doesn't leave them greasy feeling at all. So, but I'm going to plug my One Drop Wonder again because if there is some kind of horrible bacteria that I don't know about that I'm smearing all over my face because I'm not washing my brushes, this is antibacterial, antiviral, it's anti-terrorist, it's anti-fungal, it's I mean, it's anti-everything. But I truly believe in the antiviral and antibacterial properties because of the chicken healing, the great chicken healing. I promise to bring more about that to you because I know y'all can't get enough of that, right? Okay, so that's how often you should clean your brushes. Hi, Ruthie. I was just talking about these two products and how amazing they are, so go back and watch the whole thing because my little age spot right here is gone. Or about 90% gone anyway. So, okay, if y'all had any other questions, please message me. I love getting questions from you guys. If I don't have an answer, I'll dig it up and find it, but this is my job, this is what I do, and it's a lot of fun. So, we'll chat soon, and I'll come back with an actual tutorial. Ciao!